and welcome to the first episode of Magic with Miss Christine. Every other week, I'm going to share some short, simple magic tricks with you. Most of the things in these tricks you can find in your own home. This week, we're going to be using something called paper. Hopefully you have some paper at home. I'm actually using a Post-it this week, but you could use any small piece of paper. All right, first, I'm gonna show you the trick. Here's my Post-it, and I'm going to rip my Post-it into pieces. All right. I like to rip my Post-it into especially tiny pieces. Okay. Now that it's all ripped up, I'm gonna squish it into a tiny little ball. And then I need a magic word. Can you think of any magic words? Probably most of you thought abracadabra. That's the one we're gonna use. Though you could make up a different one. All right, abracadabra. All right, pull back out my little ball. And now you'll notice my Post-it is in one whole piece. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do the trick. And if you're wondering, wait, magicians, they don't tell their secrets? Well, I am a magic enthusiast, but I'm not technically a magician. I'm actually a librarian, and librarians, we like to share information. So I'm going to show you how to do this magic trick. So you're actually going to have two pieces of paper. One is going to be in front of your audience so they can see it, right here. The other one is going to be tucked away or palmed in one of your hands. You can use your left hand or your right hand, whichever you prefer. You want to squeeze that piece of paper between your thumb and your palm. But try to keep your hands looking as natural as possible. This takes a lot of practice. In fact, I'm still practicing it to get better at it. The piece that is hidden in your hand is a fully intact piece of paper. Okay, so it is in a ball, but it is all together, has not been ripped up. This one is going to be ripped up. You will show your audience that you are ripping it into pieces. Now, like I said, you can rip it into tiny pieces, or you can keep them relatively large. It's a little bit easier if they're larger at first because they're less likely to drop, but you can practice it and become better at that too. So then you're gonna crumple it into a little ball like I showed earlier, and you're gonna put that one into your hand as well. Now at this point, you're gonna try to switch out these two pieces. You want to try to get this ripped up piece into your palm and this one towards your fingertips. This takes a lot of practice too, so you can work at it. But what you really need is a distraction, so people aren't focusing on you doing that particular move. You can cup your hands together like this and say a magic word, abracadabra. Or you can do what I did, and maybe you have a wand or something like a wand, and you can say abracadabra. And that just works as a little bit of a distraction. Distraction is actually a thing that is used quite a lot in magic. Okay? Also palming things, another thing that is used a lot in magic tricks. So if you can get good at those two things, you will be already a pretty good magician. Once you have said your magic word, you're gonna have the intact piece of Post-it at your fingertips, and you're going to unravel it, unroll it, flatten it out, and show your audience that you have an intact Post-it back together. Now this type of magic trick is a restoration magic trick, meaning we're restoring what was once damaged, or in this case, ripped up. It is a common type of magic trick, and one that can take a lot of practice to get good at. But it is really quite cool when you have mastered this trick. If you like doing magic tricks, keep in mind that we have magic trick books at the library. You can still pick them up at curbside pickup to learn more about different magic tricks that you can do at home. And in a couple weeks, you'll be seeing me again, and I will be teaching you yet another simple trick that you can do with items you probably have at home. Until next time, abracadabra.